Yep, yep. I got my Noxzema mask on. Y'all know I really don't give a damn. Y'all know I don't. I just don't. At least y'all know this is how I keep my skin popping. By doing shit like this. So just bear with me. I'm doing so many things at once. I'm trying to get this video out before it's time for me to go to work. Because I was supposed to do it last night, but came home and went straight the fuck to sleep because I got off of work very late last night. So I'm doing it now. So don't judge me. Y'all know y'all do this shit all the time. So let's just get into the video. Okay, so Jackie and Simone, they talk about Jackie's event from last Sunday or whatever. And Jackie basically talks about how disappointed she was in everybody. Like they just couldn't put their differences aside for once and just, have fun and just get together for her sake because this was something that was very important to her. So she felt some kind of way about that. And you know what? I would too. I mean, if I'm having a fucking event, a birthday party, or whatever it is, something that means something to me, why can't y'all put y'all differences aside for at least a second? You know what I mean? Like, why can't y'all leave y'all bullshit elsewhere? Y'all could have talked about their shit somewhere else. But for the first time, it wasn't Heavenly that was starring the shit. It was none other than Lisa Nicole. She trying to keep her spot on a motherfucking show, trying to star in shit wherever the fuck she goes. So yeah, it was Lisa Nicole with the bullshit. And it's been Lisa Nicole with the bullshit all motherfucking season so far. So yeah, it was her. And Jackie was very disappointed. Then it starts talking about the group dynamics and how things change from time to time. At this point, Mariah and Lisa Nicole are now best friends. But 2 seasons ago, these bitches wasn't seeing it for each other at all. Like, Lisa Nicole was ready to turn on Mariah and ready to do this and ready to talk shit about her when she barely even knew the bitch anyway. So now they're best friends. And I see what Simone is saying. Mariah has Lisa Nicole in her back pocket, and she kind of does. I mean, it's funny how you was down for the cause, but when Mariah ain't down for the cause, now you want to sit up here and say, "Oh, I can't do it, I can't do it." Bitch, have a mind of your own. That's probably why your husband be cheating on your ass, cause you ain't got no mind of your own. I ain't got no mind of your own. Now you up Mariah's pussy now. These bitches really be killing me with the fuck shit that they be doing. They really do. They honestly do. So Toya and her husband. Toya's 40th birthday is coming up, and I never knew that Toya was in nearing her 40s. To be honest, I knew she wasn't in her 20s like me, but I thought that she was like in her mid 30s or something like that. I didn't know that she was about to be 40, but and she looks good for her age. Let me just say that. Y'all know I'm not the biggest Toyota fan, but she looks good for her age. Sandy Cheeks look good for her age. She's been a bikini bottom long enough, so she look good for her age. But anyway, they talk about her birthday. And, basically he tells her that they got a lot of bills going on and he ain't trying to do nothing big because they got to save money and his main focus is the taxes. So he was saying that when his birthday come around, don't do shit. But Toya was like, I'm not that type of person that's not going to do anything for his birthday. Whether he doesn't want me to do anything for it or not, I'm not that type of person. But he was like, my main focus is really these taxes. That's what my main focus is. We got a lot going on, so basically, I'm just trying to get these taxes in order, which shows that he has his priorities in the right direction. Because I mean, yeah, it is her 40th birthday, but she does have a lot of shit going on. They do have a lot of shit going on in their fucking household. You know what I'm saying? And I do feel like at the end of the day, they have to have their priorities in order, and that's why they're in the predicament that they're in right now, because they haven't had their priorities in order for a while. That's why they're behind on their damn taxes, because Toya likes these big ass houses, and she likes these big ass extravagant events, and they spending all of this fucking money on that bullshit, and he acts like he doesn't have a dick between his legs, and he acts like she's cut it off, so he's gonna do whatever the fuck she wants him to do, which I don't think is cool, because at the end of the day, it's your money anyway. Toya ain't doing shit. All she is getting the check from Bravo. That's the only piece of money that she got coming in. So what are you saying? And I'm sure that's not enough to cover all the motherfucking taxes. So with that being said, I get him. He has his priorities in the right way. We can't do no big shit. We gotta focus on the taxes, and they do gotta focus on the motherfucking taxes. I mean, it is what it is. So Simone. She talks to Cecil. She comes in the house, talks to Cecil, and she pretty much tells Cecil that the Nashville Police Department, they called her, and they pretty much told her that there was a body found, and it was her dad's body, and it was in an abandoned house. And she's hoping that he died from natural causes. And this, I will say that this episode was lit but emotional all at the same damn time, due to the fact that I felt bad for Simone because she had all these issues with her father, and she wasn't really, talking to him like that. And she really didn't have him in her kids' lives. And that's only because he was an alcoholic, and she didn't want that type of thing around her kids. But now he's gone. And that puts everything into perspective. Like, no matter what issues you have with a person, if you really love somebody, you got to mend that, because you never know what happens. And I'm very thankful for the fact that I've mended my relationship with my father. Because if y'all been watching me for as long as I've been on here, all I ever talked about was my issues with my father. You know what I mean? That's all I ever talked about, all I ever discussed on this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always an advocate for making things right with your family, because family's always going to be there. And you never know what's going to happen. And sometimes when somebody died, you ain't never, buried the hatchet with them. That shit can fuck you up. Like when my cousin T-Roy died, we didn't have no issues, but I knew that I wasn't around like I was supposed to. And I knew I wasn't talking to him as much as I once did, because I had my own life and he had his. So when he died, I mean, it was like, damn. I ain't seen him in years, and now he's gone, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I really did feel sorry for Simone. It's always sad when somebody loses their parent. It doesn't matter how old you get. When somebody loses their fucking parent, man, that shit is sad for real. Like, I wouldn't know what to do if I lost either one of my motherfucking parents, and this is real talk. But Jackie has an event, and she's pretty much moving out. Her and her husband, they decided to move to the suburbs or whatever. And yeah, so she invites Quad over, she invites Simone over, she invites Heavenly over, and Janice is over there as well. And they all talking, and it pretty much shows that Simone is not really in the best of places and all of that. So she pulls Quad to the side. They sit on the couch, and yeah, she pulls Quad to the side. They sit on the couch, and she was like, "I have some news." And it looks like Quad already know what the tea is already. She pretty much already can figure it out. But she was like, that's why she said, please don't tell me anything bad. And so Simone was like, well, I'm not gonna tell you anything bad, but you have to, if it's based on whether you want to hear it or not. If you want to hear it, I'll tell you. If you don't want to hear it, I won't tell you. So then she was like, they found my dad, and the police department called me, they found my dad's body or whatever. And that just tore Quad up. And that's mainly because she lost her own father, you know what I mean? She lost her own dad. And Jackie pretty much can sense that there's something wrong. So she goes in there with Quad and Simone, and she pretty much learns that they found Simone's father dead in a abandoned house. And Jackie was like, well, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? And she was like, well, I feel like I don't know if I'm okay. I feel like I'm okay. And I just think that Simone is a bit numb to this shit. You know what I mean? I think that's just what it is. She's numb to the situation. She doesn't really know how to react. And she just found out about it. So, I mean, at the end of the day, when stuff like this happens, you never really know how to act, how to react to it. Because I don't know how to react to death either. Somebody can die and I don't even cry, and it don't even hit me until we go to the funeral. And that's when things really just hit me. When you at a funeral, that they're gone for good. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing else you can do about it. Like, they gone, they body is here, but they gone. As soon as they bury them, and that's probably like the saddest thing to me when we're at a funeral and a loved one is being buried. That's why I don't really like to go to the burials at funerals, because that pretty much lets me know that it's done. Like, it's a done deal. Like, they really, really are gone. You know what I mean? And it's funny because all of them, Simone, lost her father, Quad lost her dad, and Jackie lost hers. They all have that in common. They lost a parent. So it was good to see Jackie and Quad be there for Simone. But before they even talked about this, Quad came to the girls about Toya's 40th birthday party. And because Toya and Eugene been going through a lot of situations with their money, Toya asked Quad to plan it, and Quad gonna get all the girls get their coinage together so they can plan her a party, and it's gonna be a prom thing party, like taking it back to their little prom and shit like that. So I think that's gonna be fun. So during the party, we all at Toya's party, and we see that Carrie returns for another event from Toya, and it's funny that Mariah's in the car with Toya and Carrie. Stranger things have happened, don't you think? Because all three of them was beefing with each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's real weird looking at that. But they get to the party, they having a good time, and then Toya gets on the mic and she asks Lisa Nicole to apologize to her. Lisa gets on the mic, she apologized to her, and that's that. Mariah pulls Simone to the side so they can discuss what's been going on with them. Because Simone gave Mariah some shade at Jackie's party. And, you know what I'm saying? So she wants to know what's going on. And, Simone feels like Mariah treated her a certain way. But Mariah feels like she's the one that should be having the issue, because she feels like Simone voted her out the group. She took Quad's side, and she didn't even want her back in the group. So if anybody wants to feel a certain type of way, she can. So the conversation starts, and it's been mainly about Quad. Toya walks up, she overhears the conversation. So then Quad walks up and she goes to fuck off because she heard a name call. And then, for Mariah and Simone to sit up here and say, we're not talking about Quad. We're not talking about you, Quad. But you are, though. You are talking about her. And if anybody with some sense, anybody that's human, if somebody walking up and you hear a bitch that you don't even fuck with bringing up your name, of course you're going to get offended. I don't know why Mariah always want to sit up here and throw. And you know what, y'all? I don't know why everybody likes Mariah so much, but I ain't never been here for that crunchy edges having ass bitch. I ain't never been here for her because I feel like she's late. She just whack as hell, and she tries so hard to throw shade, and she thinks that she's a gay ass man, and she's not. And when it comes down to that gay man shit, Quad ain't no different. But Mariah is so fucking annoying. Like, I just ain't never been here for her ass, and she looks like an old damn woman. She look as old as Mama Lucy do. Like, she just gets on my motherfucking nerves. And like, she been throwing shots at people all motherfucking episode. And when somebody takes shots at her, she can act like she can't take it because she the fucking queen bee of the show. Like, that shit really be pissing me off. And for her to say, we're not talking about you, but you made the conversation about Quad. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, if y'all want to talk about y'all relationship, leave me out of it. And I feel Quad on it. Leave me out of it. If y'all want to talk about y'all relationship, leave my name out of it, because it's really about y'all. It ain't got nothing to do with me. So don't put me in it. And I really don't feel like Quad was overreacting. And then for Mariah to sit up here and say that Toya was being messy, she wasn't. All she did was tell what it is. She pretty much said, that's all I heard was Quad name. And that was all she heard. You know what I'm saying? Like, she heard Quad name, and that's why she said that they was talking shit about Quad. So it is what it is. All she did was just do what everybody else would have done. Anybody else would have done. So it is what it is. So you can't really be mad at Toya about that, Mariah. You were talking about her. And Simone, you were too. So stop it with the fuck shit. But with that being said, y'all, this is my review on Married to Medicine. I don't know why they moved this shit to Fridays, because don't nobody really be sitting at home watching this shit on a motherfucking Friday, because Friday night I was out at Mugshots having dinner and drinks with my friends. So with that being said, y'all, they need to move that shit right back on Sundays and leave Married to Medicine Houston on where it's at, because I ain't watching not one episode. It ain't gonna watch not one episode. So with that being said, y'all, you guys, that's it for Married to Medicine. Be on the lookout for my Real Housewives review. I will be reviewing Love and Hip Hop. I will be reviewing K. Michelle, My Life. I'm not really sure about Leave It to Stevie. Now, I don't want to review too many shows, because that shit can be overkill for me, because Bad Girls Club is over with at this point, and to my surprise, Bad Girls Club has been getting more views. My reviews on Bad Girls Club been getting more hits than fucking Love and Hip Hop and Married to Medicine. So that's something, but that's over with now. But I'm trying to see if I'm going to review Leave It to Stevie and K. Michelle. I don't know if I'm going to put all of them on separate videos or not. I don't know. It just depends on if Leave It to Stevie is good enough for me to review. Because I didn't review Steve J and Johnson show at all last season, so I wasn't feeling it. But we gonna see. But yeah. But with that being said, y'all, I'm out of here. All my social media is at the bottom, and to my Real Housewives review, I'm out, y'all. Peace.